Someone sent out what appeared to be a decoy, a man with a paper in front of his face.
Explain to me, please, why you have a bag over your head right now.
I wanted to keep my identity concealed.
And tell me what your relationship is with Brad Duke, lottery winner and multimillionaire.
In 2005, I was a decoy for Brad Duke.
My name is Edward Moore, and I am Brad Duke's publicist and business advisor.
Brad Duke, a multimillionaire lottery winner.
Yes, at the time the largest single winner in history, winning $220 million in the Powerball jackpot.
My name is Jeff Ray. In 2005, I was the KBCI reporter on the story.
Now I want to play a soundbite for you.
Someone sent out what appeared to be a decoy, a man with a paper in front of his face.
Is that your voice?
Yes, sir. That's my voice.
Now, in the story, you used the word appeared to be a decoy. In hindsight, would you say that it was actually a decoy?
Yeah, appeared was the wrong word. He was definitely a decoy.
We had known who the winner was for about a week. Channel 2 and Channel 6 gets word that there's been goings-on at Gibbons Pursley, which is where our offices are. We've scheduled him to have an exclusive interview on the Today Show.
Well, I was working for Gibbons Pursley Law Firm, and he was up on the 4th floor of that building and trying to get out unnoticed because Channel 2 was outside, and so they needed a decoy in order to get him out another door.
If you'll get out the front door and get in the limo, we'll use that as a diversionary tactic.
Make sure that camera's rolling. We don't want to miss him when he comes out. Keep an eye on that door. Is that him?
Hey, you, come here. Can we talk to you? What's it like to win the lottery? Just want to talk to you for a second.
Was it standard practice for a PR firm to dictate the terms of an interview?
A lot of them tried, but that was why we were there, to send the message that we weren't going to be a lapdog in this circumstance.
You were an investigative reporter.
Yes, sir.
And did you receive any sort of compensation from Brad Duke for being his decoy that day?
No, I did not.
Do you think that's fair?
No.
He's got $85 million lump sum. You're a struggling college student, is that correct?
Yes.
What do you think would have been fair payment for your 2 minutes of work as a decoy?
I'd say 2%.
Prior to this day in 2005, do you ever recall doing a story that involved a decoy in any way?
Every now and then, somebody'd pull this stunt, and we'd see a decoy.
And how would you say Glenn Scott did in his job?
Oh, he was the very best. I mean, it wasn't just in the lithe, agile way he walked out of the building. It was how he held that paper. I think it was the Statesman. He had it at just the right angle, the perfect angle. And he looked at the camera and then he darted away. That was the best decoy work I've ever seen.
He agreed to be the decoy. Was there any payment to him for the duty?
No, we didn't pay him.
You didn't pay him?
No.
Brad,
the payment was the experience of being able to say, hey, how cool is that? I was a decoy today.
So you think that you deserved $1.7 million to be the decoy that day?
Sure.
And really, if you look in the entire course of Idaho's history, there's only been one better ruse, and that was the Broncos' 2007 Statue of Liberty plant, the Fiesta Bowl. Glenn's work was that good.
I'm finding it disturbing that you think it's so funny that this guy who won the lottery, $220 million, $85 million lump sum, and the guy who protected his identity got nothing?
Well, you have to remember at the time, Brad didn't have any of the money. So the check hadn't been cut yet.
When you look back at your time as a decoy, how would you describe it? Would you say it was a good experience?
Well, it's been tough since then. I've tried to get other decoy work, and I've kind of become typecast as a lottery-winning decoy, and there's not a lot of multi-million-dollar winners out there.
Now, if Brad Duke saw this gentleman today, would he be able to pick him out of a lineup?
No, I'm not even sure. The whole thing's a little fuzzy to me, but I don't know if Brad even met him. Brad may have been upstairs and I grabbed him downstairs, or maybe there was a quick passing of, okay, you're going to go. But no, I don't think he could probably... I know I couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
Do you know his name?
I don't remember his name.
So the name Glenn Scott means nothing to you other than he was the decoy.
He was apparently in fact, I'd forgotten all about the decoy, the whole decoy, until the I-Team, drug it up now 5 years later.
And as far as the newspaper, do we know if it was the Idaho Statesman, Idaho Press Tribune, Boise Weekly?
Oh boy, Givens Pursley takes a lot of newspapers. It could have even been a Wall Street Journal.
I think it was the Idaho Statesman. I actually remember I had just read a article by Brian Murphy about women's soccer.
If you ever were in need of another decoy, would this guy, Glenn Scott, be your first choice?
Well, absolutely. I mean, how many people out there have experience being a decoy? But yeah, I think Glenn would be an excellent choice. I definitely recommend him as a decoy if he was out there looking for decoy work, or kind of putting up his decoy resume on LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever.
Well, for 8 years now, your identity's been hidden. Why come forward now?
Well, I was kind of hoping that Brad Duke may see this and finally compensate me my 2%.
So that you could live the life that you've always dreamed of.
Yes.
Someone sent out what appeared to be a decoy, a man with a paper in front of his face.